Hi, folks. Mrs. McGrath. A couple of people have sent me some emails to ask me a little bit of information regarding doing the calculations for the earnings per share. So one of our groups was kind enough to send me their financial statement information. So I'm going to just really quickly try to explain how to do the calculations for the ratio. So earnings per share is just really simply the net income right here, this 258,662,000 divided by, so the net earnings or net income divided by the earnings, divided by the outstanding shares of stock. So to find the outstanding shares of stock, as I think I mentioned someplace where I wrote in one of the things that I posted for you guys, you can find that either on the balance sheet or sometimes on the statement of stockholders' equity. In this case, they sent me a copy of a partial section of the balance sheet where it shows the statement of stockholders' equity. So we're going to use this net income figure right here, and then we're going to use the total quantity of the outstanding shares of stock on the dates that we're looking to analyze or put into our spreadsheet. So we're going to use the most recent date here, ending January 28th, 2018, and then also that same date for our shares outstanding information. So to calculate our denominator. So what we have here is the common shares or common stock authorized for 400, I believe this might be million. I don't know if that's for sure because I can't see the top of the balance sheet information, but 400 million that were authorized, and there's 125,650,000 outstanding as of this last year end, January 28th, 2018. So for this particular year, we're going to also use the exchangeable stock that is also authorized and outstanding, this 9,781,000. So we're going to add the 9,781,000 to the 125,650, and with that we get 1 plus 125,650. Our denominator is going to be 135,431,000. So that will be our denominator. And then our numerator will be the 258,662,000. So if I take the 258 million and divide it by the 435,431, so 258,662 divided by 135,431, I am going to get the basic earnings per share of 1.90, this number right here. So that would be the calculation, the 258,662 divided by the combination of the 9781 and 125,650. And that will come out to 1.90. Then for the previous year, that's the 303,381,000 is going to be my numerator, and then my denominator is going to be the 9,781,000 plus the 127,304,000 here. So that gives me a denominator for the previous year of 187,085,000. 85,000. So I'm going to have my numerator of 303,381 divided by 137,085, and then that's going to give me my $2.21 right here. So that's my cross check. You know, you'll come out within a few pennies. Obviously, the other thing that you can note right here is that on their income statement, they actually do the calculations for you of the weighted average number of shares outstanding here. But if you wanted to do your cross check to this information here, that's pretty much how you get it. You might be off by a little bit because we're not doing these basic or diluted weighted averages, which we have no, we don't have the ability to do that because we don't know the daily numbers of shares outstanding that they have. So they would only have that information. So if your company's annual report has the denominator here, then you can certainly use that. Not all of the annual reports put that information here on the bottom of the income statement. Some of them you have to be able to use the information that's presented in your balance sheet in the stockholders' equity section. And additionally, not all companies have all these levels of outstanding shares. Not a lot of companies actually have all this many. Usually, most of them will just have common shares outstanding and maybe some preferred shares outstanding. You don't put the preferred shares outstanding into the calculation at all, so don't even worry about that for the calculation purposes. Okay, thank you very much for the questions. Hopefully this is helpful, and I will be completing that ratios screencast for you guys as well. I've just not had a chance to do that as I've been trying to work through retooling to do a Google Classroom Meet. I had started down the path of doing Zoom meetings, and then we got told we're not allowed to do that. So I've got to do a Google Meet for you guys. Anyway, keep the questions coming. I will answer them, and I do appreciate it. And I also just posted an update for you guys. I'm going to move the deadline for the financial statement spreadsheets out to Monday. Okay? Again, let me know if you have questions. I appreciate it, and please all be safe and healthy.